everyone, Just Ash here, and hold on to your mugs because today I'm going on a rant. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, the trailer for Solo, a Star Wars story, dropped recently, and it looks kinda disappointing. I'm already not expecting much from this movie, especially when you consider its troubled production. However, I think I got my hopes up a little bit too much when it came to the trailer, and it just kind of resulted in dissatisfaction all round. So today, I'm really gonna go for it and explain why I don't like the trailer and why I think Solo is going to suck. Firstly, the look of the trailer is somewhat off. It doesn't look like a Star Wars movie to me. It looks more like Blade Runner or Prometheus. And I know there are going to be some people out there who are like, well, it's not exactly a Star Wars movie. It's just set in that universe. And to you people, I say, no. It's a Star Wars movie. The main character is Han freaking Solo, okay? This is obviously a Star Wars movie, it just doesn't look like one at all. Basically, it seems washed out or like it's got some sort of weird filter on it. The dark colours are just a bit murky and the lighter colours seem a bit too sharp, almost like someone's been fiddling around with the contrast on it. And even then, I didn't recognise the Falcon, it just looked too clean and shiny and new from the inside, and I know that when Han gets the ship, it's new, but oh my god, what has he done to it to make it look so bashed up in the original trilogy? In fact, the Falcon looks more like a Republic ship from the prequels rather than Han Solo's iconic ship. So yeah, the trailer wasn't very aesthetically pleasing, and I don't know if I can look forward to watching a movie that looks like it's been filmed using an Instagram filter. Okay, so I'm gonna say this right off the bat. It is weird to see people who are not famous for Star Wars movies in Star Wars movies. I had the same problem with Forest Whitaker and Mads Mikkelsen in Rogue One. It just kind of ruins the immersion for me when I see people like Emilia Clarke and Woody Harrelson in Star Wars. But that's probably just a me problem. I don't think that's a universal kind of thing. That's just something that ruins it for me. But I do have a problem with some of the casting choices. Or rather, the casting of Han Solo. Alden Ehrenreich, the guy playing Han Solo, we've just not seen enough of him, and I don't know if he can capture the spirit of Han Solo. I mean, yeah, he was alright in Hail Caesar and that one episode of Supernatural that he was in, but taking on Han Solo is a monumental task, and I just don't think he's up to it. Now, I'm not going to rag on the guy for not looking or sounding or acting exactly like Harrison Ford, but again, Han Solo is an iconic character, and if he can't capture that in an interesting and enjoyable way, I don't think I'm going to enjoy his portrayal. For example, in the trailer, his delivery and humour seem really forced. It's more comparable to Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy, rather than that sort of confident, suave, Han Solo kind of humour that I was hoping for. And whether this is because the scenes for the trailer have been poorly chosen or taken out of context, I don't know, but you'd expect them to use the good stuff in the trailer, right? Now, while there certainly aren't that many hints about the actual plot of the movie in the trailer, there are a lot of hints about Han's past. Personally, I don't really feel like the past of Han Solo needed to be explored. The mystery surrounding him was part of what made him such a lovable rogue with a slightly shady past. However, the trailer does hint at Han having some sort of Imperial background, and this was hinted at in the original trilogy, with Han knowing Imperial strategies and procedures, so I'm fine with that. But there is a very heavy implication that there is more to Han than meets the eye, especially when Emilia Clarke's character mentions being the only person to know who he really is. I hope that this is just her pointing out that she already knows he has an Imperial background, and it's not something that's going to change the way Han Solo is viewed as a character. And finally, my main fear with Solo explaining Han's past is that it's already been done before. Obviously, I realise this isn't canon anymore, but I feel like Disney or the directors, the writers, whoever, are just going to cherry pick the best bits from the expanded universe and legitimise them in the new Star Wars canon. While this isn't necessarily the worst thing they could have done, they have a fantastic opportunity here to do something completely new and fresh. And if they just take the expanded universe and legitimise it, I feel like it might come across as a bit tired and lazy. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a screenwriter. In conclusion, I personally think Solo, a Star Wars movie, is going to suck. It was a movie that didn't really need to be made and feels a bit like a cash grab. But I'm probably going to go and watch it anyway because, hey, it's a Star Wars movie and you never know, I might be pleasantly surprised and it might be the most enjoyable movie I've ever seen. Please leave your thoughts on the Solo trailer in the comments below. Do you think the movie's going to be enjoyable or do you think it will be completely tragic? And if you've enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up. And as always, pour yourself a nice cup of tea and join me next Friday at 8 for the next video.